Listen, I have an idea.
It's how I feel when you make lemonade. Whatever today has given you. 511 headaches, still call it Thanksgiving. True.
Welcome to another edition of the Super Dupa podcast. I'm your host, Rob Griggs, here with the super producer, Ez McMahon.
Yes. What's going on, Rob? How you doing, man?
So it's interesting to see with a hat that is not sports related or HP53 related. You got the Yo MTV Raps joint on, man. It's pretty dope.
Well, I feel like I should have worn it last week, but
Yeah, because we did talk about it.
But
Yeah.
This was a hat in the collection.
Yeah, not like I give you a heads up what we were talking about. Thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials. SUPA, DUPA, POD. What up, Sarah? And online at HP53.
Yes. I got others around,
Actually, I got to show you something. I got this thing from Amazon. It's a hat. It zips up. It's a hat thing. I'll show you a picture of it, man. It's pretty dope. I thought when I bought it, I thought about you. I was like, oh, Ez might like this thing, but
a hat thing that like a carrying case.
Well, you can carry it, but like you can keep it in your house. It keeps your hats dust proof. Everything. Pretty dope.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like holds like 10 hats in a thing.
I have one that holds like 6.
Okay.
That it's like a carrying. It's like a hard top carrying case.
Yeah,
that you can travel with.
And that's our show. They get hat tips from the Super Duper Pod.
There you go.
No, but thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod, SUPADUPAPOD, online at HP53productions.com for our herch. And we got additional content such as our own Ez McMahon with the Easy Smoke and GM podcast. You guys just kicking off with football, getting ready to rock and roll. And then our own Dr. Williams, world's public record, the loquacious one himself. You know what I'm saying? They're really rocking and rolling. Check him out on YouTube at the H53 Productions. We can find all of our content. Again, the pod's doing very, very well. It's a very timely pod. I want to shout out to Dr. Williams and all that he's done for the pod, for the SDP specifically over the years. And he's finally going out on his own and making his way. So, you know what I'm saying? You want to feel smarty yardy, want to get that news right, go check out World's Public Record. Also follow him on Instagram as well, World's Public Record. So Ez, go keep it light today, go keep it in, go get in, get out. But I want to discuss real quick, man, Chipmunk starts high school next week, man, which is pretty insane.
Yeah.
And so I've been talking to them just about that transition to high school because it's a big first, like Aiden was cool, Chase has been unraveling, and Brooklyn's like, whatever, man, just give me to the bus. So but it's like I talked to them today. They had a back to school bash at the elementary school. They're like, can we go there? And I was like, I'll drop you off. And so they went, and when I picked them, they said, I'm gonna miss my friend. And it's funny because you as an adult, you know how it is, right? But they're like, oh my God, I can't ever go back. I can't do this again. And I'm like, son, I know you were not gonna believe me, but you're gonna step into the halls of your high school and you're gonna see things you've never seen before. Not just not just the pretty girls, just people. You're gonna learn new stuff. You're gonna be forgetting all about grammar school just like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But then I don't want to disrespect that their feeling. My mother always says, you got to respect the kids' feeling. Like when they lose a crayon box, that can be similar to you losing your wallet. That still matters to them. So you got to respect their feelings. So I want to respect their feelings, but like, guys, trust me, in 3 months, this is not going to matter. But they got to go through it. But I'm proud of them. There's a long road to get everybody into their location.
You can tell what my dad told me.
What was that?
You're probably not going to see any of those people the rest of your life. So.
But see, I thought I was going to do that. And I said, nah, they're not going to handle that well. I'll let it happen naturally. But now I will say, Aiden's school, a lot of his classmates are there. A lot of people they went to grammar school with. Chase, no. Like I think he was the only one who even tried to go there. But hey, man, like I said, it's gonna be, they're gonna completely be like straight, you know what I'm saying? Come forget about it. And it's wild, like within the next year I have sophomores, right after that juniors, and it's like college is on the way. So it's like high school is a
snap, go by fast. It's gonna go by very fast.
But I do want to shout out my parents, aka the grandparents, grandma and papa, as the chipmunks like to call them. So it was a lot of registration going on this week for the boys because her school goes through 22. And so mom and pop had to watch B this week. So, they do it for me in a pinch, and I try not to, I talk about Brooklyn. She's Ringling Brothers, Barnum and Bailey Circus, from time to time. And so my parents are octogenarians, even though they are like healthy, fast, mobile octogenarians. It's still, Brooke is a firecracker. But I appreciate them so much. Cause Brooklyn, she wake up, she goes, Dad, Papa. I mean, she'll go see my parents, go see Papa. And now he laughs and giggles when he says it. And it's cool because when you think about my parents specifically, like they old school parents, right? And even managing autism and all of these things, like talking them through this was like a thing, and not necessarily in a bad way, but so they were like, what is this stuff? Right? They didn't know about this thing, and they would. My mother would say time to time, it's probably kids who had autism, but they just put them in the back room, or they just hid them away, or you thought something was wrong. People weren't. They just let them just do whatever, so they
Yeah,
didn't know
that's
what was
facts.
going
Yeah.
on. But it's like it's cool because like once they were watching Brooklyn, and my pops called me. He says, he hit me, and normally he didn't call me, so I called him back. He said, yeah, just want to double check something. So what time does Brooklyn get her medicine? Because I want to make sure we stack it right. So when you gone, we got it. And I was like, well, Pop, she get a different time. I'll be back in time to give it to you. He's like, oh, I just wanted to check. And I thought, shout out to my pops, because that's on his mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, he's Mr. Oblivious. But he was like, I just want to make sure we get the medicine right, son. Meaning my mom got to get the medicine right. But still, he wanted to make sure everything was up and in order, man. And I want to shout out to all the grandparents that help raise these kids. Filling as babysitters, slide a couple bucks to the kids and more. Shout out to my sisters, their big grandparents. You know what I'm saying? And it's just like something to definitely see. And like I was talking before, like my pop was the grizzly bear of all grizzly bears. Now he's a big care bear. You know what I'm saying? Like Brooklyn just like now that she asked for him specifically, I mean, he just fold. You know what I mean? And it's funny, like my parents are like real deal grandparents. I could drop the kids off with nothing. They're like, it's fine. They had clothes, food, everything. You know what I'm saying? It's like just drop them off. We cool, but just beat it sometimes. But it's really, I want to shout out my folks, and like I said, I know my folks aren't the only grandparents that are out there, lifting heavy loads and helping out. Cause it's a lot. It's a lot of moving parts, man. People all over the place, and shout out to people who are doing it and they don't have grandparents or parents to help. It's just a lot of work. So I'm thankful for mine, man, for sure. And they did a lot of great work, and we had a fun week, and that set up a nice routine for Brooklyn, and that made it cool, and we were good. It's funny they Brooklyn proofed the house, which is hilarious because Pop was like, "Let me know what time you coming," and I come to the crib, they got couches packed.
I was gonna
It's
say,
like,
what
nah.
does that involve?
So okay, so Brooklyn got this thing when she gets upset. So really it is. So it's funny. Number one, if I leave, she's mad. First, she act like she don't want to talk to me, number one. But when I leave, apparently the whole time she's going, Dad, Dad. Every hour she's like, Dad, Dad. And my mother goes, he'll be back. And then she goes, ah! And she just left 20 minutes. And then they rinse and repeat till I get back. So then she does this thing where she pushes the couch back against the wall, right? Or she'll throw her head back or whatnot. So Pops, being the engineer that he is, he flips over an end table, puts it against the wall and the couch. So when she bucks back, it doesn't move. So the first time she's like, wait a second. Then you got to figure something else to wreck. But he's like, gotcha. So that's Brooklyn proofing, and it's funny. They get slide out the way. They know what she want. Everybody speaks Brooklyn now. You know what I'm saying? So like I said, it's pretty cool to see. Because again, talking about autism in the beginning, it was like, what the heck is that? And now they are pros at it, right? And I think also it's just made them more sensitive, just even to adults that they see, right? Adult kid, because people who I'm a living witness, people who have autism, they do get older and things change, and unfortunately, there are less services for people who are older with autism. I don't know, we talked about that on the pod a few times. Just like for small kids, you can find a lot of things, but as the older they get, it's less of those, and that's sometimes when they probably need it the most, right? Because they're trying to figure out really how to get into the world and how to be out and about and how to take their autism but still live right and still be able to do things outside. So it's a lot going on, man. So really all these organizations you hear, we're gonna shout them out throughout the year as we always do. But I want to shout out to my grandparents, the original Bob Griggs and the pretty lady. So as man, the summer is pretty much a wrap. I know officially it's not over until another month or so, but once it's back to school, it just feels like summer's a wrap. Man, you got any summer highlights, man?
All the
Go ahead.
all the rain. Uh,
Yeah, that was actually number one on my list. The stormy summer. It's like it's been raining nonstop. I mean, not just rain, tornadoes,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
tornadoes and inclement weather, trees flying all over the place, man. Now you didn't get to golf much, right?
No, I feel like every time I had a day off, it was raining.
Oh man, yeah,
So
it's
I didn't get out like I wanted to. But it's
yeah,
not over yet. I still got into, well, nah, I'm gonna be gone for a little bit.
see.
I got until mid-October.
Okay, okay.
Get some
Yeah,
get
I
some golf
chasing
in.
out chasing out with the driving range. Actually my swing was doing okay. I actually could hit it pretty far, but I hit it over the net. I think I hit it in somebody's car. So then we had to leave. Like, Chase, hey, ain't you ready to go? Yeah, let's just leave these balls here. We'll
Wait,
be fine.
was it a straight or did you
Oh,
shank it?
straight. No, I shanked it. I'm lying. I'm shanked it. I was gonna say straight.
Oh, okay.
I
All
shanked
right.
it. Yeah,
It
about 200,
happens.
yeah, about 20 yards and it made that right. I was like, no,
You know what?
yes, no.
You shouldn't be parked over there anyway.
That's
So
what I'm saying. You see
you you
golfing over
you know
here.
you're taking a chance. Yeah,
Tiger ain't here.
absolutely.
Also had the Williams reunion this year. That was a lot of fun for me, man. Chipmunks graduations. I tell you, I went skating a lot this summer. You know what I'm saying? Just like church has stuff, went out skating. So, I had a good time. That's something I really. That's a very Midwest thing to do is roller skate.
Roller
So I really
skating?
got a
You think
chance
it's
to do.
mid? Wow, no, that's a
What you
that's
think?
a national thing. Everybody roller skates.
Nah. I don't think people roller skating is like that, like that. I saw a
No,
documentary where it was like it was a Midwest and out west before, because it mainly was like a black hub for people. Like that was the one thing to do. But then it's like keeping a skating rink is just expensive, right?
very
And those are
expensive.
like
Yeah.
mom and pop businesses. People aren't skating like that, like that. Like it's weird. People don't skate a lot in the summer. It's weird. It's a weird cycle. I would think they would more, but they don't. More the skating kind of picks up when school starts in colder months. There's
So
something to
why
do.
is it just the Midwest and you said the West?
I'm well a lot because again a lot of it is a lot of black. So we're talking about just like the skating with the four wheels, right? Right.
Right,
So it's
right,
like I
right.
think for the most part it's more a lot of black people skate that way, right? And so like a lot of black folks was coming from the migration to Midwest cities and out West California, and so I think,
So
but
they
not to
don't
say that.
they don't skate in the South.
No, I mean, not no, no, no. Someone said that they don't skate in the South. They do skate in the South. It's just that we probably do it more
I
up
got
here.
you.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? Like,
All right.
because even like going to school out east, you talk about like skating and bowling. People weren't just doing like that. It's like that's what we do on the weekends. You went bowling. People went skating. We had school trips to go skating. You know what I'm saying? That was a whole thing. I remember doing that often, going skating, going bowling with my grammar school
We
that
did
you would
both.
not disrespect.
I never liked skating.
Jeez.
Never liked skating.
Oh, you guys are about to get exclusive. Brooklyn's running down the stairs.
Uh-oh.
So good luck to me. But yeah, hi Brooke. Yeah, man. But the summer's still good. Got to walk in the park a few times. You know what I'm saying? Had a nice summer, man. But would you call this a good summer for you? Is
Nah, this
jeez,
was not a great summer. No.
gee. Just weather wise, just other stuff.
Just weather-wise, I didn't do much this summer, man. I didn't
Yeah,
didn't really didn't really travel or anything like that. Well, not yet, but yeah.
yeah,
But yeah, this was a blah summer. Blah
yeah.
summer.
It just feels like this. I think for me, it's just that weather was so much. You know what I'm saying? It was affecting everything, and plus with my job is weather related to what we have to do, so I was very aware how much it was storming outside, man. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But yeah, I'm with you. I gotta say I think I had a very, very good summer. I can say
Um,
that for sure. I had a good summer, real good
Another
summer.
highlight,
That was fun.
I did go to the Obama Center.
Yeah, yeah,
So check that out. Had a
yeah.
good time.
Yeah,
Um, yeah, I highly recommend it. Everyone go check it out.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, that was about it, man.
But
That
I
was
see what
my
you're
summer.
saying. Yeah, yeah, because like usually you just roll, it's like you kind of got some things happen. But no, actually, let me say, I think I can still say I had a pretty good summer. I've had a very good summer. I can't front. It wasn't like, what I'm saying, to your point, the typical just hot outside summer. Like usually the kids and I've been to the beach a few times, been to the
Yeah,
pool. It was
yeah,
like they trying to get powers out, right, storming all the time, just trying to make it happen. But we get to maybe fall to be busting, maybe a good fall for us,
yeah,
man. So.
absolutely.
Okay, so now for everybody's favorite game is versus Everybody. Hey man, I gotta tell you,
Jordan.
I was proud of you last week, dog. Cause you went 2 for 3 in the category I thought you were gonna be definitely over.
You were trying to embarrass me last week.
No, I
And I
wouldn't say trying to
got you.
embarrass you. I'm just trying to
Yes.
show the people your range, brother. That's all that really
Uh-huh.
is, man. Yeah. So this is called for Soft Ice Cream Day. I think apparently the 19th, August 19th is Soft Ice Cream Day. So that is what your category is today, sir. Yeah.
Soft ice cream.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's I
All
looked
right.
it up, counted the days of the year.com. So
Okay.
ready is do you like soft ice cream? That's something that you
What
enjoy,
is
man?
soft? What is that like?
It's like
Like the
soft
McDonald's
serve,
soft
right?
serve?
Yeah, yeah, soft serve. But it's just like can't
It's,
ice cream and Shad Ohana or Sean Michelle or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
it's
Not like
cool,
that.
but it's not my favorite.
Not your thing. Well, hey man, it's
Uh,
soft serve, soft ice cream day. So here we go.
all right, let's do it.
Soft ice cream became wildly popular in the United States after which major historical event? Is it the Civil War, World War II, the Great Depression, or the moon landing?
Soft serve ice cream. Um, it's definitely not the Civil War because I don't think refrigeration was all that prevalent back then. I'm gonna go with after World War II,
That's your final answer.
1940s, 1950. That sounds right.
That's your final answer.
That's my final answer.
Shout out to you, World War II.
Yeah.
Historical food industry sources and dairy manufacturing records confirm soft serve.
Records.
Hey, it's a long day. Soft serve machines were developed and commercialized in the 1940s with
Okay.
rapid expansion after World War II. So good job on
All
you.
right.
And to your point, refrigeration tech improved during the war when soldiers came home.
All
So
right.
that made it a little bit easier. So look, see, smart man. All right, number two. Which fast food chain is credited with helping popularize soft serve nationwide? Is it A. McDonald's, B. Dairy Queen, C. Burger King, or D. Wendy's?
It's got to be Dairy Queen. I think the Dairy Queens became popular in the early 50s.
Yeah,
Yeah, Dairy Queen, absolutely.
that's your final answer.
Final answer.
Man, 2 for 2, dog.
Yeah.
It's Dairy Queen. Dairy Queen's first store opened in 1940, specifically to sell soft serve, and the chain's early marketing centered entirely on the product.
All right.
Dairy Queen didn't just sell soft serve; it introduced it as a commercial product.
All right.
Their machines, the franchise model, spread the dessert across the country. Look at you, man, 2 for 2. All right. I mean, you sure you're not a soft serve ice cream connoisseur that I don't know about?
Like I said, it's all right. It's not,
Mm,
it's
yeah.
not real ice cream. It's not 31 flavors.
Sidebar. What's your favorite ice cream?
Ooh, to buy in the store, Ben and Jerry's.
Okay, but what flavor?
Cookie dough.
Okay. See,
Yeah.
so
Or
see for me,
cookies and cream.
it just depends on what's happening. So like to your point, in the store, I would buy Ben and Jerry's peanut butter cup.
Okay.
And it's God, it's so good. But then I like my normal go-to is a vanilla with M&M toppings. I got at an ice cream shop. You know what
Okay,
I'm
that's
saying?
not
If they
bad.
got that.
That's
But
not bad.
now a dessert I love that makes my stomach hurt. I make a big chocolate chip cookie, you know what I'm saying, like with the Toll House cookie dough,
Yeah.
and I put butter pecan ice cream on it. Can't listen, man, can't beat it.
I buy
That's
that.
so good. And then shout out to Cold Stone, vanilla with a kick with Kit Kats.
There was a time
Man,
when Cold Stone first opened up. I was at Cold Stone
all the time.
once, twice a week.
Hey man, Cold Stone will do it to you,
But
man.
now I can't. Are there many? There are not many Cold Stones. Not as
It's one.
many as there were out
No,
there
I don't
now.
think so. Yeah, I think that helps me. I mean, it's one in Oak Lawn, and that's kind of spot. Like if I got time to stop there, I'll stop at a Cold Stone. But yeah,
But
that's yeah.
I feel like when they first opened, they were great, and
Hmm.
then as the turnover in in uh in their workforce started to
Okay. Oh,
go, the
okay. I got
quality
you.
went
The
down.
quality went down. Okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Nah,
So that's
man.
why I don't think I've been to Cold Stone as much as I used to. But yeah, Cold Stone was a good look.
Man, I remember when I first started driving, it used to be a Baskin Robbins on 95th Street. And I pop in there all the time. Just me and my niece jump in the car and just get some that's how I started eating vanilla ice cream with M&M's, man. Just from there. I didn't even think about that till they did that.
I
So
got
yeah, that's what
I got a shake the other day. They had a Oreo. cold
From
brew
Baskin Robbins?
from Baskin Robbins. Yeah,
Okay.
like last Sunday.
Yeah.
That wasn't
Bussin'?
bad. It was
Yeah,
good.
okay.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It could have
I
been
mean,
the shake could have been a little thicker, but you know.
yeah. Yes, I'm pretty plain. Like a vanilla, not a chocolate ice cream guy. I don't do strawberry ice cream. I get vanilla with M&Ms, vanilla with like I said, Kit Kats, butter pecan, but butter pecan on hot chicken chip cookie, man. God. Ooh, that's so good. All right. Number three. You're 2 for 2 so far. All
Let's
right.
do it.
Soft ice cream gets its signature texture because it contains more of what? Is it A, sugar, B, air, C, butterfat, or D, salt?
Um,
I thought I got the screen. I thought I got the screen. I'm in the screen yawning. Sorry, guys. Thought
what'd
I
you
was
say
doing something.
again?
All right,
Milk?
soft ice cream gets its signature texture because it contains more of what? A, sugar, B, air, C, butterfat, or D, salt.
Um, I'm gonna go with I'm gonna go with air.
That's final answer.
Yeah, because yeah, it's gotta yeah, it's something different.
Okay. You are 3 for 3, sir.
Yes,
Shout out to you,
sir.
man. Look at that.
Yes,
Okay, mark the
sir.
date, August 20th.
I don't know what the difference between sugar and salt would be in that.
Wow. Shout out to
Yeah,
you, man.
that's three
I
for
gotta
three.
get I gotta get your deduction of the first one. You was like, no, refrigeration can't do it. Gotta be World War II. It's like you had no other knowledge. You're like, nah,
So
can't do
I
it.
don't know anything about soft serve ice cream. So yeah, that's
Shout
it.
out kids, deductive reasoning still wins. Shout out to you, Ez.
That's it.
I feel like we should give you like a magic coin or something, or like an
By the way, at
SDP.
Hampton, you know, we had
Soft serve class.
we didn't have no, we did not have soft serve class. I would have taken that class.
It's like
Um,
World War II.
we didn't have soft serve ice cream. They called it ice milk.
Oh, that's some southern stuff. Okay.
It was
Yeah, so
ice milk.
let me read the explanation. Food science sources confirm soft serve typically contains 40 to 60% air, known as overrun, which is essential to its texture. The extra air makes soft serve lighter, smoother, and easier to dispense. Without the air, it will be dense like hard packed ice
That makes
cream.
sense. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like when you read it, it's like, okay, that makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense. Shout out
Yeah.
to you, sir. Hey, well, you get a victory speech. Enjoy.
All right. Thank you very much. Clearly, just have the intellect of a
See,
genius
this is why I can't
to
let people
get
win. Yeah,
answers to get answers
see?
correct like that. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, the next pie is gonna be about rockets and space. Okay, just something just for real. You got to know some math axioms to get the next one. You tripping? Okay, okay. So shout out fresh off of Ez's 3 for 3 performance on Ez versus Everybody. We're talking this month about National Black Business. This is August is National Black Business Month, and I want to shout out to BlackSociety.com, BLKSOCIETY.com. It's a site that launched this year. Serves as the modern day Green Book. Sarah, please tag them on this post. Serve the modern day Green Book. They function as a legitimate online directory and community platform. They highlight Black owned brands, founders, and stores. I say if you're Black owned brand and want you to put your stuff on this site, you can go look for it, check it out. And so, you can follow them at BlackSociety.com, BLKSociety.com, and IG at BLK.society. And then, again, Sarah, please tag them. But they provide a lot of stats below. We'll give you about Black Business Month. So as of today, per blacksociety.com, and when you think about it, there are 3.3 million Black owned businesses in the United States, right? Over 200,000 Black owned employer businesses. And these employer firms represent 3.4% of US businesses, despite Black Americans being roughly 14% of the population. Black owned businesses generate $1.7 trillion in annual revenue.
Wow.
That's crazy. That's a lot of money, though. A lot of money. They support 10.8 million jobs worldwide. Employer firms alone produce $249 billion in annual revenue and 69.8 billion in payroll. So, as if you had to guess, what the state you think has the most Black owned employer firms?
Just based on size, California.
Okay, that's number three according to this list.
Okay.
Florida is number one.
Really?
Uh, yeah. Then
Oh.
at 23,000. And I was trying to figure out where, but I guess you got towns like Jacksonville is that's like predominantly black. You know what I'm saying? So and maybe there's other cities in there that's that way. Texas is number two. That was shocking. And
Well,
California's number
no,
three.
it's based on size, and you got
Just more people
Houston,
there.
you got Dallas, yeah,
Yeah.
San Antonio.
Illinois is one, two, three, fifth on the list, right? At
Okay.
5,968. So not bad. But like
I
Florida's
wonder how many of
23,000.
those are south of I-80.
One. So Texas 17,000, California 17,000, Georgia 16, and then the drop to Illinois is 5,000.
I would have thought Georgia was a little higher.
I mean, but it's not far off though from the list. But
Yeah,
again, kind of what you just said about the I-80 joke. What's all in Atlanta? You know what
yeah,
I'm saying? Like
yeah,
and
yeah,
surrounding Atlanta, and that's kind of it.
yeah.
Uh, Industries with the most black-owned employer businesses: so healthcare and social assistance, 52,000; professional technical services, transportation and warehousing, construction, accommodation, and food services. So access to capital is the biggest barrier for black businesses. 80% of black entrepreneurs cite lack of capital as their number one challenge. I mean, when I worked for Department of Business Affairs, you would see that like people were trying to do their best to like wheel and deal, you know what I'm saying? Maybe buy an old business or make work. But black owned businesses are 2.5 times more likely to be denied loans than white owned firms. That's something we've been hearing all the time, right? Only 10, and I'm gonna talk about something in a bit. Only 10% secure bank loans compared to 25% of white entrepreneurs. Average loan amount 68,000 for black owners. Wow, versus 145,000 for non-black owners.
Wow.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah,
Wow. Black startups receive less than 1% of venture capital funding annually. And sometimes that's what you need, to somebody to see your vision and go, I got you, and I'm gonna cover it for a year and a half. And if you can't, because that's what happens too. Like, because people start cutting corners because they ain't got no choice, right? Because it's like they don't have no extra money to come in to cover a certain thing, and then they get in trouble for cutting said corner, and then they now stuck as a person who can't operate a business anymore. Like it's a weird cycle. Again, I'm saying it's right, but just saying still that like that's what access to capital or lack of access. That's how it ends up affecting the business. Um, 40% of black entrepreneurs don't apply for loans because they expect rejection. So it's 40% don't even try,
hmm,
right? Because it's like, I'm gonna do all this to get nothing. Now you got me. I'm out. 60% of black entrepreneurs are use personal savings to start their business versus 35% of white entrepreneurs. And sometimes that's the reason like a black business, I've always noticed this, like a black business, sometimes the person who starts it is the be all end all of the business, right? And it's like, and they can never separate themselves or pull themselves out from it because, like, for them, they put everything in
they
this, and
have,
it
right?
and it
Yeah,
gotta work. You know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't lost family, whatever. So it's like it gotta work, and they can't let it go because then they feel like I got this rolling. But it's like we have to start learning generational working and passing things down, right? You know what I'm saying? Like being able to say, all right, this is how I did it. I will give it to you. My parents, I talk about it all the time. Black business owners start with $35,000 capital compared to $107,000 for white owners. God, dog. I read these stats already, and it's still shocking to read them again. 81% of black consumers prefer to support black-owned businesses, up from 72% in 2020. Black consumer spending is projected to reach $2.2 trillion. God, dog.
yeah,
$2.2 trillion. That's
we
a
like to
lot of
spend
money,
money.
man. Well, you've heard it before. If we spend a dollar in our community, y'all can tell I'm tired. My jokes ain't here like that. But yeah, that's something, man. But here, so I want to talk about one of my favorite books. It's Black Fortunes. I read this a few years ago. It's still a book I think about often, by Shamari Wills. I'll show it again so Sarah can
That's a
tag.
nice fur coat there.
Dog, it's
You
it's
see
it's
that?
dope. Yeah, man. I said, trust me. And then they in the new whip. We still get new whips. I'm sure that joint just came out and he got it. He's like, pull up my Model T. Y'all know about this. Read about it in the papers. But one of my favorite books, it helps us see how the first black businesses and millionaires built wealth under conditions far harsher than today. And the same structural barriers they face still show up in the day. So it's like the stuff we're reading, right, was still happening to these people back then, and they still became millionaires, which is wild. I mean, like as and everybody listening, I really encourage you to read this book because you hear the whole, black folks got to pick themselves up by the bootstraps. They don't have opportunity. We're wasting opportunities. We've heard it all, right? And the thing is, you read this book and you see how a lot of these people were rich, and sometimes they were threatened, killed, or made money got taken from them just because they happened to be rich and wealthy, and
Hmm.
people didn't like that. Like no other reason, just because they like that. But some key themes from this book. The book profiles the first six African American millionaires after emancipation. They built wealth through real estate, business ownership, innovation, and community networks, often while facing violence, legal discrimination, and systemic exclusion. So their stories show that entrepreneurship as resistance, right? That like to because think about this, man. For us now, it's not a foreign concept to say I'm gonna start my own business. But back post emancipation, it's like y'all was just slaves. You know what I'm saying? And like you want to and to start a business, man, you had a certain level of capital and support that you can do said business, right? You can hire other people. And so like that having the guts to say at that time, I'm gonna do my own business. I'm gonna start my own, right? That's bravery, man, and it was resistance. Wealth building as community building, because again, we talk about Tulsa, all these black towns that got burned down and flooded. They said, "Listen, leave us alone." We talk about Reconstruction a lot. It's like they were cool. We got our town. We out y'all here. We got on doctors, lawyers, library, bars, everything. And it's like the money that comes in is making the community grow. Everybody's eating. The importance of ownership and the cost of success in a hostile system, because everybody's not going to love your success, right? I think we talked about this a bit off the before we started, just kind of how there is some level of progression, right? But it's still some stuff that happened to people just because they were successful, right? And it's like, oh, you successful. I don't want you to be, right? And it's like, if just because you're black, let me say it this way, you're black and successful. I don't like it. So I'm gonna do what I can. I'm gonna wreck your business, make sure you don't get another new loan, you don't have to move or whatever. So, but in spite of all that, it's still trying to make it to be successful. So, when you look at the numbers today, like loan denial rates, capital gaps, you realize the challenges for black entrepreneurs aren't new. Black Fortune shows us that the first black millionaires had to fight even harder and still build empires. Like I mean, tell you, when you read this stuff, it is amazing. Really, really check it out. The stories aren't just history; they're a blueprint and a reminder that black business ownership has always been a path to freedom. And I think now we do have things that technology helps us a lot, right? And we talk about social media sometimes pejoratively, but I feel like that allows us to gain more traction. Still, right? More people can find out about it on the merit of just what your business is. And you know what I'm saying? They can't hide you. If you post right or put up a YouTube or something and it blows up, it just is what it is at that point, right? But you guys check out this book. It's inspiring without being sanitized. It's historically accurate. It connects to modern entrepreneurship. It gives context to why Black Business Month matters. We're not just talking about just because. Like it's like if you know of a black business, please support it. You know what I'm saying? Like you should, because it's like it's no small feat to open a business. Like it's not nothing. Like when you see somebody open it, like Brown Sugar Bakery, shout out to them, right? Like we'll shout them out, right? Really love supporting it. Plus some cakes. I ain't cake. That Juneteenth cake is one of my favorite cakes. I mean, I know it ain't Juneteenth. I still think about the cake, doggone it. But yeah, but like a business like that, man, you gotta support them for sure. So just some of the folks that were featured in the book, and some additional people that were not. Like so, the first black millionaire widely recognized, this guy's name was William Alexander Leidesdorff. Leidesdorff. Sorry, he built wealth through shipping, real estate, and commerce in pre-gold rush California.
Hmm.
Now the black millionaires that are featured in Black Fortunes, we have Mary Ellen Pleasant. She was an abolitionist, an investor, an entrepreneur who used gold rush wealth to fund John Brown and a business empire. Robert Reed Church, he's a real estate mogul and the largest black owner in Tennessee. Helped build Memphis's Beale Street district. Isn't that crazy,
Hmm.
right? Uh, Hannah Elias, one of the wealthiest black women in the 20th century America, built a Harlem real estate empire. There's one story in there, so just still like it is today. I guess the one guy, he got some money, he got him a white woman, and so they thought he was going around town flaunting his white lady on these people's like, hey brothers, it's 19 so and so, okay, and so they ran up in his house trying to save her. She was like, I don't want to be saved. He got that bread. Y'all out here, bro. All right, so Annie Turnbull Malone. She's a chemist and beauty pioneer, founded Poro College and created the first national black hair care brand. Madam C.J. Walker, America's first self-made black female millionaire, scaled her own hair care empire after working for Turnbull Malone. O.W. Gurley, entrepreneur and land developer who founded the district that became Black Wall Street in Tulsa. And some more people beyond the book that can be recognized, like Napoleon Bonaparte Drew, property owner in post-Civil War Virginia, and he's the ancestor of the author, Shamari Willows. So, like, again, I think as we talk about National Black Business Month, and we talk about those stats, again, shout out to blacksociety.com. Like, again, a black business, anybody's black business is no small feat. So whenever you can support, please do support, right? And no business is perfect. So with this stuff, you just make your review and keep it do what you gotta do, man. So anything you want to share is, I don't know if it's like just rambling there, but
No.
okay.
I have nothing.
And I've seen this book, but I've told you about this book before, right?
No, I don't think so.
Have you
No.
mentioned it?
No.
Oh, I thought I did. Love this book. I mean, this was something I couldn't really put it down, man. I think as we talk about Black Business Month, like I said, we're going to feature a few the next few weeks, even after August. But I think just given the context of like the first people who were millionaires and what they had to fight against, like it wasn't no real like laws or regulations that were protecting people, and they still became millionaires. That's what I think is awesome, and also it's inspiring in terms of like, well, I mean, nothing should stop you. I mean, they was getting killed trying to, what I'm saying? Like, you hear the guy who paid Bill Street, what I'm saying? It's like, you don't hear about these people. I'm sure, I know you are a historian buff, but it's like some of the names you probably hadn't heard of before. You know what I'm saying? That it was like, yeah, and it's like, and I encourage people to really check those out. Check out the book. Yeah.
Other than Madam C.J. Walker.
C.J. Walker, right?
Yeah, I never heard of any of those.
And same he, and so you do the Google. It's like, no, these are real people. Like, not to not. You know what I'm saying? It's like, wow, these are like verified folks that we just don't know and haven't heard about. So happy National Black Business Month. You know what I'm saying? Again, Sarah, please tag as many as you can. We talk about a lot, like Bevel, one of my favorite brands. You know what I'm saying? That's why I'm always combing the beard. Shout out to Bevel. But truly, man, if there's a black business you want to tag us on Instagram, please do so. We'll show that our love and support for them. So that is our show for today. Thank you for checking out the Super Duper Pod. We do not take your listens lightly. Make sure you follow us on all socials at SUPADUPAPOD, and also online at HP53productions.com and on YouTube at HP53 Productions. You see the E.G. Smoker GM podcast and World's Public Record ads. Did I miss anything?
No, you did not.
Yes, sir. Thank you for checking us out. As my pop says, life is full of gusto. Make sure you get your share. Make sure you take care of yourselves and each other. Hey, mama, this is the Super Duper Podcast.
Now that champagne, if you was I, would you be off on this campaign? Is it suicide? If you know that bringing hope here is how careers die. Or do the K stand for kamikaze? The J silent is everywhere, you can feel them probably. Surely, lately, I've been up late with demons in my basement trying to get me to hate this. Life thinking I should be further and then I choke up. As soon as I got silent, then the truth spoke up. They said, how you know you ain't perfect? Let that soak up and soak in. You know how you know that you blessed? I woke up, feeling oh my God, feeling myself, know why? 'Cause I woke up.